Hello everyone, this is James Shore with another test-driven development video. When we left off, we had the UI working in a sort of bare bones format. As soon as this comes up, so we see that we are actually getting our stock market years to show up. They seem to be calculating the correct values just from my quick eyeball of it. Have everything hooked up, so that's pretty exciting. There's a couple of things that we need to do next. First, the UI is too bare bones. We obviously have a lot more features that we need to add to it. But before I go into that, we've accumulated quite a few bits of just cleanup that needs to be done. So that's what I'm going to work on first, is getting some cleanup in. And that will probably be the focus of this episode, is doing some cleanup. So to start with, I want to make the test a little more clear. Looking at this, I think the columns are clear, but looking at this, it's not going to be really obvious what each of these rows are testing. So I'm going to call this, just going to go through and add some better descriptions. Let's see, let me make sure this is all still passing tests like it's supposed to. Yeah. So you can see I actually don't remember what these are supposed to be, so that's why it's important for me to put this in. So year, starting balance, starting principal, withdrawals, appreciation, ending balance. And let's just double check to make sure that yeah, good. Okay, so there's our year values, and then this is just making sure that we can do multiple years. So I think I'll leave that as it is for now, and perhaps come back to it. Because what I want to do next is, as I was thinking about this during the break between recording videos, it's been a couple of days since I recorded the last one, I really think that what's going on here, particularly this code here, that shouldn't be part of the stock market table model. I think that's a domain level concept. And earlier on, I think I mentioned that there was a question of whether or not stock market table model should be in the domain layer and just used by the view, or if it should be considered part of the UI layer and just forward on to a real model object in the domain layer. And now that I've actually programmed it, it's pretty clear to me that this is not a great domain model class, because the methods on it, get column count, get column name, get value at, I mean, it's just, it doesn't reflect the domain at all. So what I'd like to do is extract stock market, I don't know, maybe a stock market account from stock market table model. So let's do that. And extract class is always a difficult refactoring. I think rather than trying to do a strict extract class, I'm going to do a quick rewrite of this stock market object, and then pull over what I need to pull over as I do it. But I only need to write enough to get this code out. So what I want to do is have stock market table model, rather than having an array of years, have it have a stock market and have that be its thing. So let's see how that goes. What do we need? I guess we need to give it a starting year and an ending year. Kind of feeling my way through this. I mean, I've already got the code, but now I need to take the code that works and I need to make it really reflect the domain. And I'm not sure how I want to do that yet. So let's just play with it. Also, we're getting enough classes that we probably ought to create packages. Okay. So, yeah. So I guess what we'll do is we'll say starting year, ending year. And we'll ask it for, what we're going to want to do is ask the stock market for a year corresponding to a row index. So really, I think what we're going to want to do is this code here, this test concept, needs to go into StockMarket Test. So let's do that. Let's say that a stock market year Okay, that should fail because we're returning a null. So there's our null pointer exception. Okay, so now we're going to have to pass in the starting balance, starting principal, interest rate, and capital gains tax rate. So let's just go ahead and do that. Another option would be for us to pass in the first year. But I think this is a little bit better. I suspect that the interest rate and tax rate will actually come out at some point. But we'll deal with that another day. Okay, I think that will pass. Oh. Okay, that should pass. Yeah. Now, so there, now that will force me to put in the multiple years issue. I wonder. Yeah, let's do this. Got a failing test. I don't really want to do major refactorings with a failing test. Let's do this. Will that work? I actually, I don't know. Let's see what happens. Yeah, it works. Okay. So, oops. 12,100. That should also work. Yeah, just wanted to make sure I wasn't doing anything dumb. So stock market contains multiple years. Yeah, okay. And I guess we want to know how many years it contains too, don't we? So there's expected 41, but was 0. And that should be pretty easy. I'll get that in, and then that will bring us to the end of the video. So we're going to return ending year minus starting year plus 1. Yeah. Okay, so kind of fumbling our way through this, as usual when I get started on something. Next episode, we'll try to get that hooked into the table model. So that's it for this time. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.